Hi class, my name is Tony Howard-Ree and I am your professor for the next 8 weeks and I will be taking you through human growth and development. Sorry if there's writing on my face. I am just going to be going over the syllabus with you today. So today's live lecture will be very brief. Who I am. Well, I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I have been working as a adjunct professor for CBU since 2012. So I have been doing this now for, or I take it back, 2013. So I have been doing this now for over 10 years. Um, I have taught many different classes in this program, online and in person. And so I look forward to helping you through this journey of the next 8 weeks. I own a group practice here that is located in Riverside and in Norco. And I also have 5 children who I attempt to parent on a regular basis. So I'm a busy person. So with that being said, I just kind of want to go over our late work policies because that does matter. And I respect your time. You guys respect my time. We're all good. I'm not a jerk. However, I don't like people planning, turning in things late. And so, what I just ask is for the respect of if something comes up, life happens, a tragedy happens, illness happens. I get it. I know it. I understand it. Sickness happens. And so, if you experience that, and you are unable to turn in an assignment on time, please just communicate with me and I have no problem working with you. I'm not looking to make anyone's life more complicated. I just don't like it when people are like, oh, I know I'm going to miss only this percentage, so I'm willing to turn this in late because I'm on a time schedule with everything I got going on. I don't want late work turned in extra late, which makes my life more complicated. And I just want all of us to respect one another's time. As we know, if you've been in the program already, if maybe you don't know, if this is your first class, day 1 is Monday, day 7 is Sunday. All of your discussion boards are due on day 7, except for week 8. That looks a little different. But for all the weeks, day 7 is Sunday. So the expectation is everything is turned in on Sunday night before midnight. Okay, that's the expectation. That would be the same for most of your assignments that are due in the course. I'm going to kind of scroll up here. So hopefully you're not getting any sort of motion sickness. Hold on, I just want to point this out. Okay, so this shows here, if we're looking this week 1, day 7, that's how it works, right? So, so then it shows discussion board week 2, day 7. So this coming Sunday, you'll have a discussion board due. The next Sunday, you'll have a discussion board due. You have a test week 3, day 7. There won't be a discussion board that week because you have the exam. Week 4, you have a discussion board and another discussion board and then a test. And then lastly, you have the capstone project that is due. And there's another test. Now, with the exams, you're going to get to use your text, all the things. However, just so you're aware, sometimes these answers can be really tricky to find in the textbook. So I would encourage you, don't crack open your textbook for the first time when you choose to take the test. I would suggest like looking over the material, letting it kind of help you like sink in so that you're prepared for the test, because trying to do that the time of the test or just trying to look at keywords, like I am sure some of the questions will be keywords. However, there's questions that are very intricate in there and you might scour your text really quickly and have a hard time finding it. So please be familiar with your textbooks because that will help you with the exams. And being able to take them. They are online, so you obviously can use your material. But again, it won't be useful to you if you haven't looked at it. So that's just a tip. As for the discussion boards, the requirement is you respond to the original discussion post, the thread, and then you need to respond to 2 other of your peers. Now, your peers are going to be people that you're going to be with in your cohort for as long as you're in the program. So please be mindful that these are people that could be future colleagues, potentially future bosses, potentially people that you will consult with in the future, might be a reference in the future. So please treat each other with respect and dignity. We don't need to put anyone down or call anyone names. We're allowed to have opinions. It's not personal. We don't even see each other, right? Physically. And so I just want to say that because that can happen very easily when we're in a online setting where we kind of dehumanize people because we're not in that face-to-face contact. It may be never how we'd behave if we were not in front of someone. And so I just want to put that out there. I'm sure none of you will have this issue, but I just want to state that because again, those things happen. And if they didn't happen, I wouldn't have to have the conversation. There is more detail on netiquette as you go through the syllabus, but I just wanted to put that out there. In this course, we'll be going through childhood, early childhood, middle childhood, early adolescence, young adulthood, so on and so forth. And so I don't necessarily think anything would be super triggering to you that we go through. However, it might cause you to reflect on some things in your own childhood and make you kind of question, like, what were my experiences? Wow, like what I experienced might have not been healthy, or maybe I realized for the first time it was abuse, or maybe I realized, like, wow, my family dynamic was not what I thought it was. Very normal. A lot of us get into therapy for a lot of various reasons. And a lot of it has to do with our own personal life experience. So I just want to reiterate to you this is why we encourage students to do their 24 hours of psychotherapy, because you need to work through your things. Not to say we can work through our things and still not be triggered by our clients, but it is important that you deal with your stuff. And as it comes up in these courses, which it will, there's going to be things that come up in these courses, not only this course, but all the other courses that might make you really think like, whoa, I thought I thought I was over this, or I thought I'd forgiven this person, or whatever. And you realize I still have some work to do. Please utilize your 24 hours to do that work, because you want to be your best version of yourself for your future clients. Maybe you're going through some things in your personal life. Maybe it's a recent death. Maybe it's a divorce. Maybe it's a separation. Maybe you're newly married. Maybe you had your first child. I don't know. There's a gamut of things that could be going on in your life, and it's bringing up stuff for you. Please work through it. Use your 24 hours of therapy to really work on yourself, because this will help you as you navigate the next step of becoming a therapist. I love therapy. I have been seeing clients since '05. So I've been seeing clients for 20 years now. Started off like a trainee, just like you guys, and then worked my way up as an associate and then as a licensed clinician. I've been licensed since 2010. And I love my job and I love coming alongside people. I find it to be an honor and a privilege. So I really look forward to the work that you are going to get to do as a future clinician, however you choose to utilize that, whether it be in a private practice setting, a group practice setting, a medical setting, an outpatient setting, an inpatient setting, in the school system. Maybe you decide you want to be a professor. There's so many different ways you can go. So I'm really hopeful for you and what is ahead, because our work is deeply impactful, not only to our clients, but to us personally. And healing is beautiful, and it's beautiful to watch people heal, not because it has anything to do with us as the clinician or the therapist, but because it's so nice to see people let go of things and be able to live their lives in a way where they're not harboring things any longer. So there's freedom in that. And I believe Jesus wants us to live in freedom. So I hope you all the best in this course. If you have any concerns or issues, please reach out to me. I have listed in here my CBU email, which is right here, thoudergy@calbaptist.edu. Please do not email me from any other email than your CBU email. I'm not supposed to respond to anything that is Gmail or anything of that nature. It needs to be the CBU email. This is my phone number you can reach me at. I can accept phone calls because I do not have office hours, because I'm not a full-time faculty. So if you need to talk to me about something, please don't hesitate to email or call me. You just will need to say who you are so I can respond to your phone call. But I do appreciate what's going to be ahead and the information we're going to learn. This probably won't be your first nor your last class with me, so hopefully you enjoy your experience. There will always be extra credit at the end of the semester for course evaluation. So I wanted to let you know that, and that will be 10 points extra credit. But I think that's it. So I, again, look forward to working with you all. Maybe for some, it's not my first time. So I look forward to working with you again. And I hope you have a fantastic week.